kind of fun and festive, but ultimately I think what you're gonna find is they're your everyday wearable flat. There is no occasion where these aren't gonna be the ones that are going to fit great and look great, and we love that. Also coming up, we have the Colette. Was $69.99. Right now on sale, was $100 and right now on sale for $69.99. So you're gonna find throughout this hour, we have some great new products, we have some great sales, but some of these, like the big deals, the $30 off, $40 off, we're finding already sizes are getting limited. Some of them we have maybe 3 or 4 left in certain colors and certain sizes. So if you see one that speaks to you and you say, ooh, that's beautiful, I'll try to keep you updated and let you know, but we are gonna see some colors and some sizes sell out pretty early today. So that's the Colette. It is the slip-on sneaker, very popular. A lot of people don't want to mess with laces anymore, and this is the way they're doing it. And it's even on the red carpet. People are wearing shoes like this. They are dress shoes. They're absolutely wearable day to night. And I think the little bit of bling really helps to take it over the edge. I think I'm on my second pair of blinged out Kenneth Coles that I personally own, so I'm totally a part of this crew, but I've never seen it done quite like this. This loafer is on another level. Let's talk about the Kaya. We have 5 colors for you. The blue right here is called the blue. Here is our silver. Do you see, though, what I'm saying here? It's totally a mesh. You're not feeling that fishnet. It's going to breathe beautifully, feel like just the most comfortable walking shoe, but look at the pizzazz. Look at the personality. Even right here, just gorgeous. Okay, so that's the silver. They kind of just keep getting better and better. You really can't go wrong with any color. This is the white. It's called Cream Online. Love this. You'll even see the little bit of sparkle right here. This is our more nude color. It's called Almond. I think online it looked a little pinky, but it really is a true nude in person. And then last we have our black. We have sizes 5.5 to 10, whole and halves, plus 11 and 12. And these ones come in medium and wide widths. So truly everyone is invited to the party, including Casey Carr. Thank you so much for being here.
So happy to
you're
be
wearing
here.
them.
I am.
You're wearing them. Okay, these are so cool.
I don't miss an opportunity to wear these. They are so comfortable. They are so fun, right? These are not your private school penny loafers, by the way.
They're not, but some people love the sophistication and just the wearability of a loafer.
Yes.
So I love that you have that comfort, all the comfort details, but with so much personality.
Right, so on paper, you're like, a loafer and a sneaker, how is that gonna work out?
Right.
But it's Kenneth Cole, right? So you know it will, and you know it's gonna be done so well. So what we have here is something that's so fun and customer favorite. You know why? Because it has our easy on technology. People love anything that has easy on, and what that means is there is a built-in shoehorn here right in the back that looks like just this beautiful contoured design to flatter the heel is actually a built-in shoehorn, nice and structured, so you can step into it. Do you see how it flares out just a little bit at the top?
That is so convenient.
You can step into it. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, so it's a shoehorn. How incredibly uncomfortable is that gonna be on my heel? Well, it's not, and here's why. Because you have these little like angel wing pillow, squishy gel pads in the back that really cradle and embrace the Achilles right in that tender spot where you find a lot of times a shoe rubs, especially when you first get it.
Yes.
No break-in period here. So you have the easy on technology that allows you to step in and step out, countered by all of this comfort on the inside. And you don't have the comfort just in the heel. You have it all the way throughout the footbed. So where you step, all of your pressure points, heel, toe, and in that arch area, so comfortable. And that's because there's a little hidden layer under this beautiful sparkle of foam. So you have all day wear, all day style, and it's Kenneth Cole. So how fun is this?
These are so smart. We don't sometimes realize just how much the ease of putting on a shoe ends up coming into play with which shoes we choose to wear each day.
Absolutely.
If you can do it without having to sit down, lean over to get your foot in and out of it, you're going to wear the shoe more often, and it's why we so often will go for the sandals or go for the slip-in mules, even if they're not the most supportive, even if they're not the safest to walk in, even if they're not the most appropriate for the occasion, purely because they were that easy to get on.
Oh my gosh, you nailed every point.
And I'm guilty of it My mother's guilty of it. We're
We
all guilty
all
of it.
are.
That is why the Easy On has really taken the world by storm. They guide your foot in. You're not messing up the back of the shoe by doing it this way. It's meant to take your weight. It's meant to take the beating of guiding your foot in without using your hands. It's supposed to. It has that rigidity on purpose. So don't be afraid that you're messing up the shoe by really trying to put your foot in there. This is what it's made for. Those gel cushions that you're seeing at the back right now, and what size are these? Are those an 8? Are you an 8 or a 9 in the black? A 9? You don't see the gel cushions when they're on. You would never know, but they're so comfortable. I was shocked when I first put on in a sneaker with this gel. It's like, how come every shoe doesn't have these?
I know, right?
Maybe we can show with the camera the little pillows we're talking about. When you bring your foot in, I know that you mentioned them. These are these pillows. They're going to be in the back of this rigid shoe. This is why you'll slide into it every time. Your foot will be thanking you for it. And then all of the additional cuteness that I love. And remember, this is a thinner, finer mesh within it. It's not just the fishnet that's touching you. You're gonna have more of a screened in mesh there that's actually along the foot. So you are getting that foot coverage. No one's gonna be seeing too many details of your feet. Your feet won't be poking out the fishnet. But there's a breathability that you wouldn't find in an everyday loafer. You have a wonderfully supportive sole here. Remember, we have medium and wide widths available in these sizes, so maybe that's been kind of keeping you from grabbing a new loafer this season, is it didn't have the right width, although the wide widths will usually sell out fast, so if that's you, I'd move quicker. But this is the silver, and it is our most limited, and boy, does it look cute on you.
Thank
It
you.
really, what size shoe are you?
I'm a 7. I
Okay.
am true to size in Kenneth Cole, but you have whole and half size
Yep.
options and medium and wide width, which I love so much. So many of our designs have that medium and wide width option, which is so great because it really gives the illusion that this shoe was created for your foot and your foot alone.
Yeah.
The contour is so beautiful on these, and I love that you pointed out, like, why don't all shoes have this? And it's one of those things where you're going, yeah, how did I not come up with this first? A built-in shoehorn to make it easy to get on and off.
Yes.
Because you're right, nothing starts your day off worse than fighting over your shoes, having to tie it, because that always results in me spilling my coffee, which never bodes well for the rest of my day. But it does make it so easy. And like you said, it is structured. It's constructed in a way that you can do that over and over and over again. And you know how I know this? Because I have done it over and over and over again. And sometimes when you step into a shoe, the back of it curls over, right? And
Yeah.
then you're fighting over adjusting the back of it and fixing that padding. You don't have that problem. And part of that is because of the contour, the way it kind of extends out from the ankle, which is so beautiful. But it's also because of that soft material. Your foot really just slides right in. And once it's inside, it is cradled, it is comfortable, and it feels incredible. On top of it, everything is breathable. You're probably not going to be wearing a sock with this shoe because we talked about a little bit of the sheerness here, but you don't have to worry about your foot getting uncomfortable and sweaty and sticky and stinky. It's breathable all the way from toe to heel. And yeah, you pointed out that beautiful mesh, which I love it as a design feature. And it's also functional. So you have the cool rhinestones on the outside, you have the sparkle, but you don't feel it on the inside. So you have the design feature on the outside without any sort of discomfort on the inside. You just have the mesh, you don't feel even the fishnet like you talked about. So you have a combination of different things here. You have the stones, you have the glitter, you have the really cool athletic looking bottom, and some of the soles match, some are a gum sole on the bottom. But you have that safety, that traction. So you have the loafer, which is typically a flat bottom, right? A lot of times I remember, because I was in private school, skidding across the ground because it was a flat, glossy bottom. So you have that look on the top of the loafer, but you have the safety and the fashion of the traction on the outsole of the sneaker bottom.
I'm kind of loving the cream right now because it really reads almost like a two-tone. You don't immediately think that you're seeing through the shoe. It looks like it's 2 different shades of tan there. And it is pretty sophisticated, but it's just allowing your foot to breathe so lovely. Now, this is the nude that we were showing, and maybe you can see here, lovely on this. Now, what is this exact part? Is this a trim? Would you call this a trim here? Where you have that additional little shine?
Trim, or like a rand that goes all the way around. And you see a rand a lot of times on a Kenneth Cole in the back as a design feature, but this one goes all the way around and it just gives that extra little pizzazz with the glitter. But that one on the almond is almost like a rose gold. It's really beautiful in person.
It is, and I love here, you have the vegan leather with that whip stitching just to add all of those fun little extra design elements. But you mentioned the tread. Here's your tread. You're getting a walking shoe tread with the look and wearability of a loafer, the slide-in of a mule, which again, we wear the wrong shoes almost all the time because they're easier to put on. This is solving that problem.
And we swear we're never gonna do it again. Every time I'm putting Band-Aids on my ankles and the back of my heels, I go, I'm not doing this again.
I'm
I
not
refuse.
doing this again.
Fashion will never surmount comfort, and it does, and I'm getting better because now we have options. And I love the black for a couple of reasons too. One, it's monochromatic, but it still has that little bit of sparkle, so it's really great for people in the service industry. And it's lightweight. A lot of times when you have a sneaker, it's blocky, it's chunky, but you have light, you have flexible, and you have style.
Oh, speaking of having style, I'm about to put these
I'm so
sunglasses
excited about
on.
these.
Would you like to put one on?
Yes.
Would you like to wear red
I'm
or
doing
black?
red.
Okay, we have some cat eye sunglasses. By the way, we're moving on from those loafers, but I've been wearing the same fabrication in the espadrille, so that's why I can speak to the comfort of it, but my shoe will be coming up soon if you love that sparkle. But let's talk cat eyes for a second. Great price on these, under $35. You have black, you have cheetah, or you have red. You're seeing the red right now. There's a lot of bling on these. I'm wearing the cheetah. Yes.
Oh,
I love the amount of extra bling on these.
Yes. And it's always just enough, right? It's never too much with Kenneth Cole. It's
These
always
are
done
great.
just the right way.
UVA, UVB, 100% protection, of course, as expected. The rhinestone details, this isn't glitter, these are all rhinestones and they're different on each one. So you're seeing here, there's almost like a fun little, that's a beautiful shot, thank you. A fun little almost copper rhinestone detail that goes all the way throughout the cat eyes. They remind me a little bit of like Rizzo. Was that her name?
Yeah,
Rizzo?
yes.
They're
I
so
love that.
cool.
I didn't think about that, but you were totally right.
Yes.
They have that vintage Hollywood vibe with that just little bit of cat eye and the graded frames. It's just so, I'm sorry, the graded lenses that are UVA and UVB protection, which you spoke about, so important. And they're a great price. They're high style, high fashion at a price where you're like, I could probably buy all three because if you're like me, I'm gonna lose 2 out of 3 pairs.
Well, that's the worst thing in the world too, is if you go and you get $500 sunglasses and then you lose them and it's like, oh, I made the worst decision ever
So
twice.
now it looks like you spent
Yes,
$500
yes.
on those.
Oh, I love it. Those look really good on you. You should grab it. Good haircut too, by the way. Okay, let's talk sneakers with style. We just mentioned how important it is to be able to get your shoe on and off without the hassle, without the fuss. It is why we wear shoes that don't look great for all the occasions, because we didn't have to spend time and effort putting them on and off. Kenneth Cole Reaction has solved it with their Easy-Ons. It is firm in the back. It has that shoehorn shape, those wonderful thick, ushy-gushy cushions there that make it comfortable to get your foot in. And once you're in, it doesn't make it overly tight. They're created there to mold with the back of your foot, the shape of your actual foot, beautifully. The color you're seeing right now that Casey's carrying and holding is what we are calling the Celestial Blue.
I love it
Goodness
just for the name
me.
alone.
I love the name. And then we also have black, and we have what we're calling Irish Cream, which is a nude color. But are you ready for this? $60 off. This is maybe our biggest blowout deal of the day, and it's coming in fast and early here in the hour. You are getting these home for $13 and change on Flex. We only have 800 left total in all sizes, 5.5 to 10, whole and half, and great reviews already. So beautiful colors. This is the Irish Cream. I think people are going to grab more than one pair. These will be the most beautiful sneakers that you own. I defy you to find me a prettier shoe. And remember, you're not leaning over to tie them every time you want to put them on. If you want to, go for it, but they're meant to be slid in. We have 18 left total in the color you're seeing right now called Irish Cream. It is a really beautiful subdued gold, almost like a shimmer gold, and then you have the heat set rhinestones here. You cannot do better. If it's in your size, you'll never see this again. Here we have the black, remember $60 off, 60% off. The black has the white sole, which is super on trend and has been now for years. People love it. It's finished, it's complete. This can be an evening shoe, but don't worry about the laces. It's meant to be slid in just as it is. This is the black. We have all sizes, I believe, still available, but they're getting limited. That celestial blue, Cinderella, eat your heart out. We have 140 left total in all the sizes in the celestial blue. And did we sell out of the gray before I came out? I thought we had a couple gray left, but maybe that one's sold out because at this price, I get it. Gray is now sold out, yes.
I could have spent the whole hour talking about the Jenna alone. It has so many 5-star reviews, over 20 the last time I checked, because it is so on trend, it is so fun, and it's so comfortable, and there's that easy on again. I told you every time we have something on HSN with easy on, people eat it up, and it's because it's so comfortable. It's so easy to just step in and go. Now, a lot of people, not a lot of people, I should say some people, really love the look of a lace-up sneaker, but they don't want the hassle of it, right?
It's a great
point. You love
point.
the style. It looks a little more athletic when it has the laces on it, but you don't want to deal with tying and untying it or double knotting it. Mine always come untied. I love the look of a lace-up without the hassle of a lace-up. So you get the step in, you get the stretch, which is so nice because a lot of times too with a lace-up sneaker, over the course of the day, you know, you start out with it super tight and it loosens up. This gives you the flexibility without inhibiting what's happening here with the laces. So you have the stretch, you have the breathable, the mesh here on the side. It's all breathable on the inside like we talked about with the Kaya. And you also have what's my favorite feature on these, and that's this air bubble. It's dual purpose. One, it looks really cool. And two, it makes the sneaker super, super lightweight because this is all filled with air. So all of that space here that would normally be taken up by a sole has air in it. So
is that why they weigh
flexible these are.
nothing?
That is why these are the perfect travel shoe for the summer.
Oh, they weigh
You
absolutely
can go through TSA
nothing.
without stressing out because you don't have to worry about untying. You can take them on, you can step into them, and you have something so lightweight that if you want to throw them into your suitcase, it's not going to take up any of the weight.
Look, I mean, really, truly, just these weigh nothing. They're beautifully made. And I love that air here you're seeing. This is the Irish Cream. She's just about sold out in all sizes, but beautiful heat set there. If you can grab more than one, I'd grab more than one. Maybe you do the black and the blue or the black and the Irish Cream, but at this price, they will all sell out. Remember, we've took $60, $60 off of these. It is our biggest blowout sale, I think, of the day.
Oh, I love
and
the
you're
black.
getting them home for $13 and change, and the black is killer.
So stylish.
You can't have too many pairs of great black sneakers, especially at this price.
Right, and just that little bit of rhinestone detailing on the side. It's on the inside and the outside. Adds such a pop, but not too much. It still has a really athletic vibe to it.
It does. They're great, all ages. So I think we could talk all day about that shoe as well, but we have to get to the one that I've been wearing. I
like this one too. It's like picking your favorite child, right?
Yeah. I have one, so it's easy to pick a favorite.
Yeah,
but
I have two and they alternate day to day.
I hear you on
Today you're my favorite, tomorrow I don't know.
That's great. Espadrilles are evergreen. They're always high fashion. They're always trending. They're beautiful. They're feminine. They're fresh. They're great year-round, but especially starting now for the next several months because they're cool. They don't have a heel. I've been wearing the white. I'm absolutely crazy about it. Maybe we'll get a shot on them in a second, but right now you're seeing the black on your screen, and they are beautiful there with almost like an iridescent, they have almost like the hollow of those heat set rhinestones all throughout it. Golly, that's a gorgeous shoe. Home for $23. You cannot go into any department store at the end of the mall and look for their Kenneth Coles and say, I want to give you a third of the price for the shoe and take it home and wear it for a whole month before I come back and pay the next third. That's not how we do it here. We send them to you right away after you paid 1/3, and you wear them for a whole month before you pay anything more than $23. So we love that flex pay option. This is the color that we are calling almond. Beautiful nude. 100 total available in the almond.
Again, it has
Gorgeous.
that rosy gold undertone to it that doesn't always get captured on camera, but there's this really beautiful kind of pinky shade to it, and it's really gorgeous.
Wow, I just was told that the ones I'm wearing that we're calling cream, right now we're down to 50 left. It is last call. These all come in sizes 5 to 10, whole and half. We also have size 11 for you, but here's the cream, last but not least, and I'm wearing it as well if you would like to see it on a foot, because look at her. Sometimes you want to see, you know, how much, there it is, great shot. This is the pedicure for your feet. If you don't have the pedicure done, this is the way to wear an espadrille that allows your foot to breathe. If you have sweaty feet, if you think you're going to be walking quite a bit and you just want your feet to be comfortable in their home but look fantastic, espadrilles go with everything. They go with dresses, they go with pants, they go with skirts, shorts. There is nothing, just a bathing suit, there is nothing that doesn't look right at home with an espadrille. That wonderful jute braided base there, it's always super on trend. It's youthful but age appropriate for everyone. I'm crazy about this shoe if you can't tell. 340 total to go around. Most of those are in the black. The cream that you're seeing that I'm wearing, we are going to lose sizes here any second, and then the next to go will be the almond. So if you love either of these and you've never seen an espadrille quite like this, and I haven't, oh my goodness, if you love either of these two lighter colors, these are both going to be sold out. Just beautiful, but right now we do still have almost all, if not all sizes available in both, but it is last call.
What I love so much about these is they're a flat. So a lot of times with an espadrille, it's a wedge, right? And you're wearing them outside, your feet are getting hot and sweaty, and I find that my feet slide to the front, and then I'm uncomfortable in that wedge style of an espadrille. So I love that these are a flat, but they're still really elevated. You could get away with wearing these to church or to a wedding or brunch. And look at all of this stitching detail, how fun. It's not just a simple bottom, right? Because it's Kenneth Cole, so of course we're detail oriented. Look at all of that fun stitching. You have the stones there. And you have comfort. There is padding in this heel under the label here. It's disguised, but it's probably 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of foam padding. So right there on that pressure point, you have all of this comfort, and you have a padded insole all the way through the arch and through the toes. So you have comfort from heel to toe. We have traction on the bottom because it's a flat. We were talking about how sometimes those get a little bit slick. You have traction on the bottom.
Wow.
And you have some really fun detail on the back. So it's a little glossy on the back here on the black shoe. We have kind of a gloss. And then on the almond, it's got a little bit of sparkle here in the fabric, which
Stunning.
is so beautiful. Yep, so we have a vegan leather on the black.
Same with the white, is a little bit of that leather look, and the same with the black, and this one has more of that shimmer.
And here, just a little bit of sparkle. This is a fabric on the back. So you have function, you have comfort, and you have versatility. This is truly a shoe that can carry you from day to night, from the beach to a wedding, so many places. It's so light, it's so comfortable and breathable.
And we just have about 2 minutes left, and maybe I'll go over to the models because that will bring all three of the shoes together. What do you think? Let's go over here real quick.
Oh, look at that black sparkle. So
I
beautiful.
am drawn into the black right now from across the room.
Yes.
And it's
that Aurora Borealis, so it's got all of the different shades in it. It's not just a white or a silver. You have all colors of the spectrum, and it's so stunning in person.
Oh, wow. And don't think, oh, now that there's gems on them, what do I wear them with? You wear them with everything. You wear them with your denim. You wear them with your white. You wear them with your black. You wear them with purple and green. You can wear these with absolutely anything. The black is so cool. There's a bit of a rock and roll vibe when you see something that looks like black leather with studs and sparkles, but I just love that. Now we have here really, really pretty in that almond color, and then I'm wearing them in the white. Great price, beautifully comfortable. I love the white though, because look at how you just have that little hint of the peep, but if you're not someone who's fresh on your pedicure, no one will know. Your feet will breathe. They're not gonna be overheated. These are just beautiful, beautiful bits of jewelry for your feet. And I'm gonna go ahead and say feet flattering too. I'm a size 10, I'm wearing my true size. I think they're very flattering to the foot. They make the foot appear a little more petite than normal. We have 25 left in the color I'm wearing, which is cream, home for 23. The next to sell out will be the almond that Danya's wearing, beautiful, and then the black will be your best bet, but just be prepared, because if you're wearing the black, people will stop you and talk to you about your shoes. They will ask you questions, they will compliment you, they will ask where you got them, and if you're antisocial, forget the black.
If you don't like making a statement, this is not the shoe for you.
Yes.
It is your accessory, and people will absolutely be asking you where you got it.
I mean, I'm looking at them on her, and I'm like, I have to have those shoes.
They are so beautiful. And I love
them.
The almond, you can really see the pink undertones with what she's wearing, and it's so beautiful. And yes, contoured. Kenneth Cole has this unbelievable way of making every shoe look like it's designed just for your foot.
Truly, thank you. We're gonna be taking a little bit of a break, and when we come back, more steals with Kenneth Cole.
Spend the day embracing all things stylishly bright and breezy for summer. Don't miss our 24-hour Summer Style Sneak Peek event, all day Thursday.
We have something special for you. Sign up for HSN emails and take 15% off your next single item purchase. You'll get exclusive offers, early access, and the latest updates sent straight to your inbox. Love to save? Visit hsn.com to learn more.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being an HSN Card VIP.
It's Customer Appreciation Month.
And you know what that means.
Every day in April, we are celebrating you.
With special offers for each day of the week.
It's our way of saying thank you.
We're going to spoil you with extra savings.
Plus, deals galore and more.
Don't you just feel the love?
Join us for a month of daily offers all April long.
I loved watching her get down. I was like, okay. The bubble is back. The bubble is back, but it's smaller this time. So if you wanted that light shoe with the super wonderful airy sole that's easy to get into and just follows you all day and is super cute and versatile with that subtle sparkle, this is it. This is the, now Evaline.
You know what? We all say it different. So
Do you?
I kind of like Evaline.
Ooh, I love that, Evaline. Okay.
It's whatever you want to call it as long as you love it.
Well, I'm gonna call it almost sold out because this one has about 50 left and this one has about 60 left. If you love looking into the midnight sky, and I mean limitless stars, look, there is nowhere that you will look that is not going to completely dazzle you with the navy here. Unbelievable amount of stones. Spoil of riches is what I would call the navy. This one will sell out at about 5 dozen left. We have sizes 5 to 10 whole and half and 11 and 12 in these. The next color, which will sell out just as quickly, is what we're calling the desert. If you look closely, you can see it has just as many rhinestones. They're just not sparkle. They're like dewdrops. They look like it's moisture that was set upon by a fairy.
No,
I like that. They're just so magical.
I didn't think about it that way,
I've been watching
but I love
Tinkerbell
it.
with my daughter. So these are beautiful here. Now, if your best bet, if you don't have super fast fingers, your best bet is going to be grabbing the black. We have about 200 in the black, and this one does have more dazzle. Oop, down to 150.
And you can really see on these all of the sparkle. And what I love about these, look at all of the different sizes.
Wow.
Talk about like visually stunning when you see this. There are so many, and every single one is heat fixed. They are not going anywhere. But the beauty of it is you don't feel it on the inside. You don't feel those clasps or anything poking. It's heat set on the outside, all breathable stretch mesh comfort on the inside. And yes, you talked about the bubble. If you were here 5 minutes ago, you heard me profess my love for the air bubble. It is in this shoe as well. And again, here comes Kenneth Cole with the, let's blend a ballet flat and a sneaker and make it look so cool. I don't know how he does it, but I love that he does. We have something so fashion forward here, something so unique. something so light and something so comfortable. So this is a stretch band all around the inside. So like some of the other designs that we talked about,
yes,
it's going to fit perfectly to your foot. It's gonna mold right to your ankle and the top of your foot. It is gonna look like this was created just for you.
And let's talk about just the mentality of picking the shoe, right? The mentality, I love that espadrille and I love the sandal I'm wearing now that's coming up, but maybe I wouldn't choose them for evening. Now, if I'm thinking, what can I wear in the evening that is a dress shoe, that I can also walk all day in, that I can just keep in my home, wear, walking the dog, living my life, getting the mail, running errands, that doesn't look like I'm wearing a dress shoe out. But when it comes time to maybe dress up, maybe it's a formal occasion, anniversary party, wedding, a formal dinner, am I changing my shoe for that? 99% of the time, you have to change your shoe when it comes to that more formal occasion, or for that walk, or for just it's time to be comfortable now. I think this is the only shoe we have in the hour that will take you through your whole life and always be picture perfect. It is the only shoe. We have some more dressy shoes coming up and we have some sneakers, but this is the one you could wear with that nice dress and no one will think otherwise. It's a beautiful, formal flat. You could wear it with your workout clothes. You could wear it walking the dog, running your errands. It's the everything flat. If you only had to pack one shoe for the vacation, it would be this one, because no one's going to question this kind of shoe come evening time, and definitely not during the day. That's why I love the three colors. You got three staples. You didn't choose the pinks and the purples, which I would have loved because I'm such a pinky girl. But here, if you think you're going to be wearing more lights and more creams even as the evening comes, grab this shoe. It's your dress shoe, it's your day shoe, it's your walking shoe, it is your everything. I chose the right shoe. If you're a denim girl and you also want it to work for evening, how great is this? If you're a denim girl and you think your outfits are always great, but when it comes to the shoes, all you want is comfort, upgrade. Upgrade with this. It will look fantastic with any blues as long as she's still in stock. And you have now just completed your look, really added all that formal fun with none of the sacrifice of losing your comfort. The black is a go-to. Everyone knows why they need the black flats. It's not anything new to see a black flat, but I think if you can grab the desert or the navy, I can't see another shoe in this hour that's more versatile than this one.
And what you get with this shoe is not something that fashion-wise you can wear day to night, comfort as well. On the inside, we have this insole that's molded, so it cradles your foot. It's cupped around the heel, all the way through the arch and to the toes. So when you step into it, your foot just sinks right in like a little bit of memory foam in there. I can feel it, it squishes, it's so comfortable, it's so embracing. This is definitely something that you could pull off for 12 hours.
Oh yeah.
And take them off and go, oh, that wasn't so bad. I don't feel like I need to kick my feet up. I don't feel like I need to put them in an ice bath.
Oh, you know, for teachers, if you are wearing them to work, to your place of worship, if, you know, I will avoid doing any errands just because they require me to move. Yeah. I think it's so funny when we have people talking about exercising on purpose.
We are so spoiled with being able to do things on our phone. It's so terrible.
I fully respect it, and I know it's going to come back to bite me, but ultimately what I want is the least amount of effort, the most amount of comfort, and I just, you know, I retain my energy for when I absolutely have to use it. And that's when it comes to, I'm just putting on the shoes that don't look great, but they're comfortable. These are going to be the shoes that are comfortable, that go with you everywhere. They fit like your favorite sock. They have the stretch all the way around, but that stretch is accompanied with such dazzle that you're going to start planning your days around being able to slip your feet into these. And I usually don't choose favorites so obviously, but I'm telling you, there's something about the deepness of this navy, just how dark of a blue it is, that makes it unlike anything I've seen. It really looks like deep, deep sapphires. They reflect light in such a unique way. I think you're going to find yourself excited to have the opportunity to leave the home and run that errand because of the shoe.
And
So cute.
I love seeing the desert on because it's really kind of hard to distinguish what color it really is. I think it's a really great neutral that will depend on what you have on with it, the shades that it picks up and what it carries. And it's so beautiful. It almost looks like a soft gray right now paired with that pink dress. And it is so stunning. Look at that silhouette on her foot.
So pretty. I think if you're someone who wears nudes, taupes, whites, denims, pinks, you know, even in the olive tones, this is such a wonderful neutral that is going to be very versatile beyond just the white sneaker that's sometimes a little bit too much. All right, here we go. Calling all women who have a slightly wider foot. I'm not supposed to say it. I'm just telling you what I felt when I put my foot in. I said, this is the sandal that women with slightly wider feet have been waiting for. It's not coming in the wide size, but I could tell immediately when I slipped in, this will be your saving grace. Quote me on it. You can return them if you don't love them, but you're gonna. Calling all women who have a slightly wider foot and want the most beautiful summer sandal. I'm wearing it in the white. You can also grab it in the black. I think you're going to love the navy because of that cork footbed. Only 50 in the navy, and if it's still in stock when I'm off air, I'm grabbing it. This is crazy simplicity done with a $200 price tag. That would be very reasonable. You're getting them today. Look at the screen, under 50 total. That's a $16 and change flex pay. If you have a slightly wider foot, if you have a toe that's not happy, you are going to love these. Even slightly wider ankles, if you find that the ankle tends to be a problem when you're wearing your sandals, this is it. I'm telling you, girlfriend, I'm telling you. Here is the, that's the navy you just saw. Now I'm wearing the white. We're calling them porcelain. It's just slightly creamier. And then there is one last one. You'll see here just how simple they are, how beautiful they are. Nice wide footbed there, and so much space for the ankle and for the width of the foot. I come from a family that everyone has different size feet, different size ankles, different widths, and I'm always looking for the wides. I'm looking for the wider ankles. This is the one I would direct them to every time. I can't believe it's on sale, $49.99. One last color to show you. Hello. Hello. Our head stylist here buys a new pair of gold sandals every year.
So
she said it's the one thing
beautiful.
people don't know that they should be investing in. It finishes every outfit. If you can't grab the porcelain or the navy in your size, please don't be afraid of the gold. It looks great even with what I'm wearing. You don't have to be wearing gold to wear a gold sandal.
It would be a really nice neutral. I think that would play off of a lot of different outfits, a lot of different colors. And what I love about this is we've been showing you something a little more jazzy, something with a little more pizzazz for the beginning of the hour. Here we're showing you something a little quieter, right? We don't have the rhinestones, we don't have the glitter.
It's beautiful.
We still have something that's really gonna make a statement. We have something that people are gonna ask you where you got this because it is so sleek, it is so sophisticated. I love this crossband. This is something that's really on trend heading into spring and summer. And it is so soft. I wish you could all feel this at home. It is not a heavy, thick, uncomfortable leather that's gonna cut into the tops of your foot. It's really thin, it's really soft, and it's molded. It's molded to your foot on the outside, and on the inside, you can see the cupping of the footbed. So something that's gonna be really comfortable and really secure on your foot. You also have the zipper on the back with the little, I don't know if you can see it, but the little KC design. Yep. KC, I'm a little biased, KC, but. How cool
is that?
It's almost like they were customized for me. It's so weird. But you have all of these little designs that make it unique, right? That set it apart. But it's still something so simple at the same time.
And the zipper, I'm glad that you mentioned that. It's gunmetal black on the black. There's silver on the white, but if you want the gold pulls, your options are the navy and the gold. So I'll show you here. These right here, it's a beautiful shot, thank you. This is going to be the zipper work on the back, just a little bit of the jewelry as you go. On the navy or the gold, again, that cork footbed on the navy just takes these to another level, but they will be selling out first, and we're already losing sizes on the navy. This is the gold, also very limited. I'm wearing the porcelain, and I'll show you that same right here, that's silver on the porcelain, and then you have it more in a gunmetal black tone on the black. You could have multiples of these. My feet just moved into a 5,000 square foot house. That's what it feels like when I put my foot on this. Not that it's uncomfortable or that it will fall off my foot, but there is nothing that is constricting. See how much space there is there that we're seeing on Donna for the ankle, for the width of the foot. Truly, if you're someone who says, I like these sandals, but I take them off and there's a red line somewhere on my foot, there's a red strap, I always have to do it on the loosest one around my ankle. This is for you. My daughter, I love her, but most of the shoes we grab, they don't work because the ankles, I just love that this is a spoil of riches of space for your feet. If your feet are ready to move into the 5,000 foot penthouse, this is where they're going to be happy.
And the flexibility is incredible. A lot of times with a flat sandal, you're clodding around and you're making all of this ruckus because they're not flexible. But with these, you have the flexibility, and it's so important, especially when you're wearing something that's so secure around the top of the foot and the ankle, to have that flexibility. Again, a great travel shoe. It's compact. You can fold it up, you can throw it in the suitcase, and you're ready to go. This is a great shoe for day to night. Again, we were talking about how many different places can you wear something like this? How many different ways can you wear it? Can I wear it with leggings? Can I wear it with jeans, shorts, a dress, a swimsuit? Absolutely.
I love
the answer is yes, yes, yes.
Yes to a swimsuit, yes to shorts, yes to a dress. The gold is beautiful.
So beautiful.
But you're making me realize the black might be the true chameleon here, because wearing that with an evening dress would be fantastic too. Absolutely day to night, very fashion forward, very simple, and they read like a $200 shoe all day, every day. Great price on this for under $50. Remember, we're sending them to you after that first payment of $16 and change. So try them, make sure you love them, but if for whatever reason you say, I wish I had gone up a size or down a size, I'd recommend doing true to size on these. But you know, if you want a slightly snugger foot feel or something, maybe you end up saying, I want to change it for a different size, we'll pay for that shipping and handling to ship them back, and then to also ship you the size or color that you prefer. So we love that. So I'm crazy about these. These are the ones where I had to put them on in order to know that I wanted them. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you're like, I don't know how I feel about that, and then you're like, okay, this is a winner.
On the rack,
I'll take
but
it.
You put them on and you're like, whoa, I didn't expect my feet to experience that. So that's lovely.
I like it when it goes that way instead of the other way, where you're like, I should have never tried that on.
You're right. Okay, so I think these were, we showed you these earlier in the hour. They are $30 off right now. These are a very popular shoe.
They are.
You see a lot of influencers wearing these. A lot of the fashionistas, the it girls are wearing these. We have 3 colors available. Irish cream is what you're seeing on your screen right now. We also have the black and the white that we're going to show you, but great sizes on these, 5.5 to 10 whole and half sizes, and 11 and 12. We don't have the size 12 in a couple of our different options today. So if you're like me and your sister's a size 12, these are going to be your best bet to get these, because they never have them available in this amount of size differentiation in the department stores. The black is limited though. We're down to 100 odd left total in that black. And this is how you know. You know, you'll see gals with that metal rand, that Kenneth Cole Reaction signature rand, or you'll see them there, hopefully on sale in the department store for 80 or 90. Here today, we have them for under 70, but remember, you're getting them sent to you after a 23 and change flex pay. You'll be wearing them for a month before you pay $24. And the comfort is why people keep coming back for all the other colors.
The comfort, the ease, and getting both of those things with something that is still so fashionable is really, really hard to find. And Kenneth Cole has really mastered this craft.
Yes.
This is a very similar silhouette to another shoe that we've had on over the last couple of years called the Cameron. And people have loved the Cameron. It's the same style, same sole. People love it, one, because it's super cute, it's super comfy, and it's super easy. So there's that structure in the back again. There's that shoehorn. You have the stretch on the front. It goes all the way around, so it makes it easy to step in and step out of it. And it is breathable. You see these tiny perforations here. It is breathable all the way through. So this is a shoeless, a sockless shoe. Right? It's my favorite thing in the world to be able to put on a shoe that I don't have to wear a sock with, especially an athletic shoe. So this is a sockless sneaker here. You can just step right into it. It's breathable. It's comfortable. It has a layer of padding all the way through from heel to toe. A lot of support in the arch area. And all of this traction on the outside that, one, makes it look super athletic because it is,
Yes.
but two, is nice and safe. You have traction all the way on the bottom.
They're just beautiful. They really are. And it's so interesting how in the last few years, so many of my socks have become obsolete. We just kind of evolved past that. We realized that our feet can be fully supported in shoes that are meant for walking, that are meant for living in, and the sock becomes the shoe becomes the sock. In this world of adding a whole bunch of extra things in, we're kind of taking out the need to always replace your socks. And let me tell you, women, we get to a certain point, I don't know when it happens for most of us, you know, for some of us it happens at 16, for some of us it happens at 36, but at some point we say, comfort more than anything. And we all get there, we all get there. If it wasn't more comfortable to remove the sock, we wouldn't be doing it still. If it wasn't actually more comfortable and easier on our lifestyles to go sockless with our sneakers nowadays, we would have given up on this trend and let it go away a year after it started. And that's not what happened. Instead, this is where everyone is moving to, for the comfort, for the easeability, for the support. It's truly evolution in footwear. And if you haven't yet tried it, if you're still putting on the sock and then putting on the sneaker, not only are you saving time and money, but your feet are going to be so much better supported when you have this full 360. And this is because this is what we value. We want to be comfortable. Then let's add on the rhinestones. Then let's add on that style. Let's add on that Kenneth Cole flair that we see in the department stores at the end of the mall, the department stores that have the chandeliers and the piano players. That's where you find these items and where people are thrilled to find them at that full price, let alone not having anything flex pay offered to them, pay a third of it and take it home for a month, come back and pay the next third. That's only here. But the black is very popular and we're down to about 100 odd left in the black. Remember, we have sizes 5.5 to 10, whole and half sizes on these. If you don't yet have a black sockless sneaker, this is it. This is the one to go. We do have another one coming up, by the way, if you say I kind of want a black sole. That one will be coming up next, just letting you know if you don't want the white sole. But isn't that kind of part of the style of these, this white sole? I mean, we see it on interviewers, we see it on athletes, we see it on celebrities. The white sole's part of the look.
Yep, and I love that we have options in both. We have offered some shoes that are solid black, and we have some with the white sole, which just breaks it up a little bit. I love the pop of a white sole, but I didn't realize how much I liked the monochromatic black until I saw it on the Kaya, because I think it has a little bit of sparkle. I was like, oh, I like that too. So what I want to point out too about this is that this band with the rhinestones over the top is elastic. So that's going to be flexible. That's going to stretch with you when you take your step. So don't think that that's going to be something that's really constricting. It's going to move with you as you move. And yes, these are so fun. They're so stylish. And we have some really great neutrals here. The white, and I love this. I think this is really stunning. It's got just that right amount of something, that little bit of pizzazz with the rhinestones and the rand on the back, but it's also a really simple neutral at the same time.
Oh, I agree.
Really well done.
Oh my goodness, the Cindy's coming up. I just, look what just happened to my arm. I just got
You love this one, yay.
This is when you know. Okay, so here comes your second blowout deal. If you're not looking at your screen, if you're just listening to us, now is the time to come. Ooh, we are ticking every box with this one. The only one we're not ticking is time. You have about 1 minute to see the deal, the cutest shoe at the best price. Half off on these, 50% off. 300 odd left total in all sizes, all colors. Absolutely beautiful. If you're looking at the white right now, it's called White Pearl. We have 5.5 to 10 in whole and half sizes, plus 11 and 12, and we have medium and wide widths. In the white you're seeing here, only 70 are available. I love the little gross grain we have here on the pull tab. Beautiful vegan leather there. There's your Kenneth Cole Reaction Rand. The white is crazy. It's beautiful enough for a bride and it's wearable enough for you every day. If you wanted that full black that we were just talking about, feast your eyes. I love that you did the black gunmetal on the rand. 167 left total. Remember, 50% off. We will send this to you right now for that payment of $16 and change for the $100 shoe. And we do have medium and wide widths available. Whew,
I
this
love
is the
this
poppy.
color. It is
Look
so
at her.
pretty.
Look at her with the gold.
With the gold. Oh.
90 left in poppy.
Don't tell the rest, that's my favorite color.
Final, I don't blame you. Final 10. There's 10 or left in all sizes, in all colors, at least when I checked before the show. So we're talking 6 left, 7 left in each size or color. So if you say, I'm a size 8 and I want the poppy, and if there's 9 of you, one of you is not going to be happy. So that's what I'm seeing with our availabilities left in sizes and colors. There's one color left we haven't shown you, and it's called the denim. Beautiful that you actually added denim here on where you have these no tie. Oh, just 30 of them left. This is going to be a must buy. Look at that. That's an actual denim here, and then wait till you see the back. Are you kidding me? These wow moments, these are all heat set. Look, there's $50 in materials on this shoe. This is beautifully, beautifully made jewelry for your feet. It's the top of the line. I can't believe we took 50% off of this particular shoe. Everyone has loved it, and we have medium and wide widths available. I think people will grab 2, and they'd be savvy shoppers to do it.
And this is another one that if you don't like compliments from strangers on the street, not the shoe for you, because you will absolutely get attention on these. There is so much happening. Look at all of these rhinestones, different sizes, the design, the pattern, all of the detail on the back. We walked through that a little bit. And they're step in with the look of a lace, but these are bungee laces, so they'll never come untied. You don't have to adjust them. They are bungee, so they are self-adjustable to your foot, and they give you that flexibility while you're moving. This is just such a unique, exciting, detailed sneaker.
I would have thought the original price on these would have been closer to a $150. The fact that we had them for $100, that to me is a very, very fair price for these. To be under 50, to get these home for 16 and change, I think you're going to realize you really got away with something. You really got away with something on these. This is, again, what we're calling the poppy, and if you look closely, you'll see part of the reason that gradation is so aesthetically pleasing is they're not all the exact same color rhinestones. There are some that have a slightly deeper blush and some that have a slightly more violet hue, and it just creates this really beautiful monochrome but still kaleidoscopic sparkle here. Then you get the gold on the back with that beautiful rand. For 16 and change to get the poppy home, if you don't have a shoe this color already, or even if you do, I don't think you're going to see something like this again. The details here, you have suede around the bungee laces. You will not be tying them. They will be fully functional to have a nice stretch. Yeah, you could wear a sock. You don't have to. The cushioning under your feet is going to be a delight. They're easy, they're beautiful, they're all ages, and we're down to 3 or 4 in each size and each color, and I think this will be the one that you'll kick yourself if you let it get away.
People have been loving this. Everybody loves a good sneaker that you can step into, that's comfortable, that's all-day wear, that's stylish.
Gorgeous.
That's also at an incredible price.
And they're gorgeous. Now, all black, people look for all black. You can wear all black but still be yourself.
And still feminine.
This is all
still
black.
Make
Look
a
at
statement.
That. These are appropriate for work. They're appropriate for anywhere. That really is remarkable. These are not going to come off, by the way. We know you're living your life. You won't feel any of those rhinestones you're seeing right now. That's the color we're calling white pearl. And look at the back here on the difference on the white and the black. I'm just holding her sister next to her. Do you see how beautiful that all black is, but still appropriate if you're looking for the black? It really depends on how much of the bling you want. I'm curious to know which one our customers are loving the most, because I know denim was just about sold out. We had about 30 left when we came on air. And you do not see a sneaker that is this color every day.
And that one is a dark horse.
Look at that.
The more I see it in person, the more I'm really loving the denim look. Because a lot of times we see the denim on the top or in the pant. We don't often see it
Gorgeous.
on a sneaker. So it's a really fun way. It would look great with white linen pants or a sundress. It's just a really beautiful design.
And again, you're able to stand, put your foot right into it. It's made for that. You're not having to mess and, you know, fuddle with your laces here. Beautiful. And we have medium and wide widths available. They are true to size, but 5 to 10, 5.5 to 10, excuse me, whole and half sizes, plus 11 and 12, medium and wide, while our supplies are still there, because when I checked, it was like less than 10 of each one. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned here, but item number will be 859189 on the Cindy. I see why the poppy's your favorite.
It's just so beautiful. And who would have thought a poppy as a neutral?
I'm holding on to her.
I think that would look so stunning with a lot of different colors. I really think you could pull that off with different shades.
Okay, well, I'm not letting her go. I'm holding her in my arms. Sometimes they speak to me, and if they speak to me, who am I to abandon them?
So somebody's gonna get a box with just one left shoe in it, because Natasha will not let the right one go. We're not mad about it.
Look at this. If someone was like, congratulations, you have a new baby shoe, I'd just be so
happy.
Look how beautiful she is. Even with pink? Stop it.
Okay,
we have to move on to the
I
heels.
love that one, but I have been so excited to talk about these.
I know.
And I'm throwing it out there right now to the universe that as a Kenneth Cole representative,
Yes.
I don't own a pair of these.
I do.
And there's something wrong with that. You own a pair?
I have
okay.
the red ones.
So I need to put in an order because I love these. I love heels, but I don't wear heels anymore because they're not comfortable. It's not practical at my 43 years of age to wander around in heels anymore. It doesn't work for me. This, you can have both.
It's true.
I love the very 70s vintage style, especially this leopard, but it's so pretty. It is so classic. It is so elegant. It is so elevated, and it's comfortable. Yay!
Gorgeous.
You can have it all.
Well, you know, and my sister's not a shoe gal, but the day I wore the red,
Who
which
is
we
not
don't have.
who is not a shoe gal?
But she called me.
I
she
need to
goes-
talk to her.
She said those shoes are crazy beautiful. You need to get those shoes. So of course I bought them right away. I almost grabbed the leopard too, but here's why. They're so flattering. The leopard, we have about 30 left in all sizes. These are sizes 5.5 to 10, whole and half sizes, and we do have 11 and 12. Now in the leopard, we've sold out of size 5.5 and size 10. That's why I couldn't grab the leopard.
They are so
in
fun.
the denim, we've sold out of 5.5, 6, and 12, and I'll show you the denim here. These are so undeniably wearable. They are going to go with your deeper jewel tones, with your whites, with your khakis, with your denims, with everything cream. They're beautiful. They are year round, but that cork here is just spring. It screams spring and summer ready. They really look closer to a $300 to $400 shoe. No one would ever think you got them home for a $20 bill. And you know what? Casey was exactly right. It is the cushion. Here, it's the cushion on the ball. It is the wider strike plate here, so you're not wobbling in them. I'm holding my weight back on my heel. It's centered in my foot. It's not all pushed towards the front. They're ergonomically designed to be able to be worn all day. And if you're someone who wants to look great, but not just have the sit-down shoes, the get to the table, sit down, and never move again shoes, these will be the heels that you constantly reach for. And as someone who's on my feet for hours at work, but wanting to look great, that's why I'm always reaching for this exact shoe in any color that I can. You'll see me wearing it more than any other heel this season. I've worn them almost every day, and I'm wearing them now. I wore them for the beauty show, and I was wearing this last color. This is the silver.
Woo!
Girl.
It's like a disco ball.
It's everything. And if you say, that's too much, I'll just show you. Maybe we can go over by Danya. We can just show. They're not too much. They're the finishing touch. I love the leopard here, very limited on the leopard. But I'm not even wearing silver in my outfit. I have some gold in my outfit. You don't have to matchy-matchy.
No, it's all about how you pair it, how you style it.
Yep.
And there are so many ways you can wear this. Yes, it's a statement. Yes, it's your accessory. It's not over the top. It is so sleek on the foot. I love the silhouette. I love how the band fits. Yes, it's an adjustable buckle. These are my favorite. I know I've said that like 4 times this show, but I really mean it this time. I love these. I think they are so fun.
And I'm not good at balancing, so when you zoom out, you'll see that I'm holding on to the models. I always try to learn from them what they do, and then I'm up here and I'm like the leaning tower. But really, that is the wider force, which is what you need. This is why people danced in these all night. They're not going to be making your footsies screaming, which I love. They have that nice wider area around your actual ball of your foot as well. Oh, the denim is coming.
It's not a stiletto heel. It's nice and thick, a block heel.
Gorgeous.
And I love the cork sole. That is so fun. It's just such a great shoe as we transition into the spring and the summer. So many different ways you could pair this. I would love this with a pair of linen pants. I love this, the linen bodysuit she has on, with a little skirt, even with some denim shorts. So many ways you can wear this to elongate the leg, really silhouette the foot, a nice, beautiful contour, and so comfortable.
And pretty. Just dazzlingly beautiful. Your feet, I don't care how pretty they are, they're about to get a facelift. They're just beautiful because they give you a shape to your foot without overarching your foot. They give a shape to your ankle without constricting your ankle, without putting all the weight there right on the ball of your foot, without making one area start to feel more inflamed. They're really beautifully ergonomically designed to be able to be worn for hours with any foot shape. That leopard there is very limited. We've sold out of size 10. We've sold out of size 5.5. You will be wearing them all day. If you don't wear pattern or print on your clothing, and you added a little bit to your shoe, it's just stunning. Stunning. The denim will be next to sell out. Yep.
I love them. Winner, winner.
This silver is wild. I mean, I put them on and I'm like, I feel a boost in my serotonin, the dopamine dressing, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, I like that.
Yes, just
I always learn a new verbiage or something from my vocabulary here at HSN.
Yeah.
Today is no exception.
Dopamine dressing. Anywhere I can grab a little bit of dopamine, I'm going to do it. I'm Natasha Lloyd. This has been Casey. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow at noon. This was fun.
So much fun.
Well, thank you for joining us. My name is Helen